Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to the Armory. Welcome to All 5 Tier Podcast, and welcome to X, and welcome G. He's welcome back as well. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, no, I'm good, man. I'm good. I enjoyed it so much on Friday, so I thought I'd come back. While I've got the free time, like I said, I want to commit to doing as many of the shows as possible with you. So no, it's really, really good
I appreciate
to be
it,
back
mate.
on the show, and I just enjoy them. So all good. How about you?
Yeah, not bad. Like I said earlier, I can't wait for September to come so I can just not have to think about transfers.
I
It
can
will be
imagine.
lovely. It will be lovely because this I don't know if people have heard with me before, but normally, majority of transfers are normally 99% normal. This window has been the weirdest window. So many hijacks. I've never seen so many hijacks in my entire life. Because it's just there's so many gentlemen's agreements that just aren't being kept to, and I know a lot of people go, "Oh, it's just a gentleman's agreement." They're normally kept to because you want to do business with that person again at some point, so you don't want to break that relationship. But they just don't seem to care. This window, it's quite.
All the rules are going out the window.
Yeah, big time. Anyway, obviously something happened. We all know what happened, so I get to do the announcement video because now he's officially ours.
We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild.
He's ours. It's just about time.
Yeah.
I know there's already so many people having a meltdown over certain things about it, and I'm like, just chill. He's going to be a very good player for us. I have no issues with the number. I honestly don't. I don't get what people's problems are with it because at the end of the day, Nketiah had the same number.
Yeah.
So, it's an upgrade on Nketiah. Will he be like Thierry Henry? Who knows? If he is anything like him, then we'll all be very happy at the end of the day. But are you happy now it's all official? Obviously, we've known for a very long time.
Mate, honestly, like my son's back from uni for the next couple of days because it's obviously like school holidays and that. And we was talking a little bit earlier in the garden and just saying how desperate, we've been as Arsenal fans for a centre forward. Like growing up, and I remember the Invincible side, and it was like you struggled who to play. Obviously, you had your Henry, your Bergkamp, your Canu, your Wiltord. Like, we've always had really, really good centre forwards. Obviously, Ian Wright is probably one of the main reasons why I support this club. As a child. So I mean, since Aubameyang, it's just been horrendous, really, in terms of just not having that, that kind of final piece to the puzzle. And I was saying to my son, I said, for me, it's almost like when you buy that dream house and, you start putting in, you put in the shelves, that might have been timber, and then you put in the beds and the sofa, that might have been Gabriel and Saliba. Like, for me, Gyokeres is like the conservatory, or he's like the loft conversion, or he's like the 50-inch screen TV that you put on the wall. Now you finally plastered it and painted it. Like, it just feels like, for me, this is like one of the last pieces to the puzzle. And I'm just so thrilled it is, like, it's done. Like, for me, I said to you a long time ago, I know obviously we all had our heart set on Isak. We did, a lot of us did. Yeah. And ultimately, as soon as you told me that he was unattainable, I just switched very, very quickly.
That was still the case as well.
Yeah, I kind of switched my stance really, really quickly. Yeah. And then from there, I looked at the market, and for me, Gyokeres was for me personally. I know it's not for everybody, but for me personally, he was the kind of the best option. And then obviously throughout the window, as it developed, it looked a lot like it was going to be Sesko, and I was a little bit disheartened, but I was ready to get behind him. So the fact that it kind of reverted back to Gyokeres and we got him, I'm absolutely over the moon. I think he's going to absolutely destroy the Premier League.
100%.
It's in the side. So I'm very pleased. I can't complain at all.
Yeah, he's going to bang goals. I personally think he'll get over 20 easily in the season.
In my opinion, comfortably.
I know a lot of people going, "Oh, he's only get 15." I'll be happy whatever he gets, because the whole point of having a vocal point like a number 9, like Gyokeres, is to help Saka and whoever plays on the left wing.
That's it.
because you've then got three-pronged attack. And I've said this
100%.
all summer.
Yeah.
That is what Arsenal want. They don't want the big threat being Saka, because Saka gets marked out the game. If you've got a free-pronged attack, and I've always gone back to the way that Crystal Palace set up with Saha, Elise, and Eze. They were, for me, the ones that the most recent that I go, geez, I want one to face them, because you never knew what they were going to do. Either one of them, they were just fantastic. And that's what we're going to be like. We're going to have three dangerous forwards.
And what he offers for me, that is very unique for all the other centre forwards, is just that desire to get a shot on, that directness. Like, he literally, like, he's the kind of player that all his focus is, he just wants to put the ball in the back of the net. Like, you fall asleep, you give him a second in and around that 6-yard box, 18 yards box, he's going to look for a shot on goal, and he's going to be looking to be direct, and he wants to hit the back of the net. And we just don't have that. We don't have that punch in the side. Like, we've got Saka who chips in with goals and assists. Great. Left wing's a little bit dodgy at the moment. But we've had, those two have contributed in the past. We've got Kai who, bless him, he does a very, very good job as a standing centre forward. And so does Marino. But we're just lacking that killer instinct, that player that can just convert, have one chance in the game and score it. But just that punch, and he's got that in abundance. He really does.
He does. He really does. And just so everyone's fully aware, a top striker only scores 1 out of 4. Okay. Because their conversion rate is around 25%. If you can get to 25%, I'm going to be happy, because that's what the majority of the best strikers do in the world, is only 25%. So just bear in mind that, because when he does miss, he's going to miss.
He's going to miss chances.
Just don't get on. They don't put their chances away every single time. Because I know what's going to happen. There's going to be those people go, come on now.
It's inevitable.
As far as I'm concerned, as long as he's not Bentner, I don't care. So, anyway, let's get into the comments, because I know that I've got stuff to tell you, but I'm pretty sure there'll be questions that relate to what I'm going to say anyway. So we'll get into them. Big up to Richie's saying, hi, GT. Okay. Oh, yeah, G-Talks. I was trying to work out. For me, a car was in the
Arsenal, but everybody does GT, which is cool with me.
I was thinking Gran Turismo.
You know what? One time I was gonna take out the G-Talks Arsenal and just put GTA, and I was like, nah. There's the game and all the kind of,
Yeah. Anyway, let's move it on. Good to be here, says Arteta's cousin. Why haven't we dropped a bid for Ezendinho?
Eze.
Oh, see, the problem is, I actually thinking, who's that?
Who's that? What Brazilian kid's that?
I'm like, oh, for God's sake! Look, give me a break. I will just say, Crystal Palace, the media are now going in the right direction due to the fact that Crystal Palace are now looking at replacements. Even Glasner's come out, I think, yesterday or today, and said that, he's not happy with the business so far. Look, all big clubs, when they're selling their big players, have to get their player replaced, right? So it doesn't necessarily have to be fully replaceable. But like what you've just seen with Gyokeres, the news didn't break properly until Sporting Lisbon was getting closer to signing their new striker. It works for all clubs. If we were to sell now, bear in mind, this is a if, probably never going to happen, right? Before anyone panics. But if we were to sell Saka, let's say, we would have to get a replacement very, very close before we sold him. We're not going to just sell Saka and just go, oh, well, the clubs don't do that. Okay, so at the moment, the media is going the right way with what's happening in the real world. Facts 100. If we were waiting until midsummer in August, we might just be shooting ourselves in the leg. Do not panic about how this develops. Honestly, it will happen. Crystal Palace do need to get a replacement. It is on them now. I
think Arteta's cousin is referring to, I don't know if he is, but he's alluding to the fact that the release clause. Yeah.
It has nothing to do with release clause. Just trust me on this. So it doesn't really matter. You'll find out. Eze next to in my opinion, Tamina, yes, he will be. In my opinion, yes, he will be. Will he? Leo, he will be an Arsenal. I'm guessing you were on about Trossard.
Yeah, Trossard.
Or Liao. Maybe she's missed the A out.
Yeah, it could have been. Yeah.
So I'm gonna, because this obviously could mean Trossard or Liao from AC Milan. So I'm going to cover both bases. Liao is a big possibility.
Okay.
Rodrigo obviously hasn't still had the conversation with Real Madrid, which I'm expecting it will be this week. However, wage demands little bit excessive. Arsenal are never ever going to break their rule. And due to the fact that Saka will be the highest paid player, we're not going to bring in anyone that's higher than him.
Yeah.
And that is what Rodrigo is requesting, is higher than Saka. That ain't going to happen.
So would you say that the order of priority is somewhat changed with the left wing then, potentially?
Yeah, and funny coincidence, once again, Rafael Leao is a Berta wish list. Look, at the end of the day, everything all formulates to Arsenal, so it don't really matter who wants. But Berta loves Leao, and he's another player because actually, weirdly, Mosquera was someone that he wanted at Atletico Madrid, and obviously we've now got him. He wanted Leao at Atletico Madrid. Weirdly, he's now after him. Gyokeres, he wanted at Atletico Madrid. We've got him. So Berta's just having great fun at Arsenal at the moment. It wouldn't surprise me. I can see people literally listening in and typing into my group WhatsApp, which I love because the people that can't watch are still getting updated. But yes, Leao is definitely a possibility. Wow. Gordon, less of a possibility now. I just don't see that happening due to the fact you'll see what's happening with Newcastle and Liverpool soon enough. I don't see Newcastle selling Gordon now. In my opinion, they can, but I don't see it because it looks like Isaac will leave for a lot of money. Right, so there are 3. I'll be honest, I can't remember their names, but I know where they're playing. One's at Sampdoria, one's at Bologna, and there's another one who plays a team in Suffolk. And then as soon as everyone knows who I'm on about, that team, his name's Leif Davis. Obviously, he got the red card against us last season. But he is someone I actually quite like. I'll be honest, because when I did the previews, I rate him very highly. He's a very good left back. Now, if this is a big if, people, if we manage to get the left winger, an attacking midfielder, and a left back, I might be on a 10. I might be out of a 10 out of 10 for a transfer window because the left back will allow Lewis Skelly to occasionally go as the DM, which is what we were going to buy, but we wouldn't need to buy because Lewis Skelly could do it. So that might. But what we need is Zinchenko to keep. And this is where I will get onto the hurdles. Our players are just not going. I wish they were. Look, there's a lot of talk and a lot of conversations. I wanted a couple of greens over the last weekend. They're just still not being finalised. Now, at the end of the day, we can only go as far as we can go, but then Fulham would have to then pull the trigger, or whoever it may be, West Ham, blah, 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 blah. So we just have to wait. Nelson, in my opinion, will be the first one gone, in my opinion. But that could change very dramatically because I don't know if anyone noticed, but Everton signed a player within an hour today. No one knew about it. So it was jumpy, splash, bosh. Job done. So there's not everything's in the media how it is in the real world. So just be very careful on that. It could happen and drastically happen very quickly. But I do expect over what date are we on now? 29th. First is Friday, is that right?
Yeah.
So yeah, by the 8th of August, I expect at least 2 gone out of the door. Okay. That's what I expect.
So a week on Friday.
Yeah. If not, I don't want to say I'm going to be panicking, but I'm going to be a little bit more annoyed. Not with Arsenal, by the way. It's more the buying club. The buying club are faffing around quite a lot at the moment. Nelson, Obviously, I'll be honest. I don't think we're in Hong Kong now, aren't we? Not in Singapore.
Yeah.
Us being in Hong Kong is a great thing. Trossard will leave at some point, which obviously gives you the big thumbs up for the left winger, which is definitely what we need. Borussia Dortmund are now looking at him.
Is he definitely going?
I can't see him staying, mate, at this rate.
Okay.
The amount of teams in for him.
He's a good player, though. He's a good player. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that teams are interested in him. He's a decent player.
When it comes to Martinelli and Trossard, and I know a lot of people prefer Trossard to Martinelli, and I do get it. And I love Martinelli. Everyone knows this. He's my favourite winger at Arsenal. Yes, he is my favourite because he's just dirty. You don't know what he's going to do sometimes. Yeah. It makes me laugh. But unfortunately, that also annoys people because you don't know what he's going to do. But it entertains me. But with the price tag on Martinelli's head and the price tag on Trossard's, you're going to go with Trossard because no one wants to pay the price for Martinelli. Because in a lot of people's real world, he's not worth that. But for Arsenal, that's what we want for him. So if you're not going to pay for it, well, sorry, we ain't. Obviously, if he has another bad season, I guarantee Arsenal will put him up for actual sale next season. Like, this is the price tag, and they'll do a more conservative value instead of, look, this is what we want. Like, this is definitely a market value above what we're asking. You know, it's definitely not. If you were to look at the market value, you'd go, well, hang on, why are you asking for that when he's only worth that? You know, you have to look like a good selling club, and that's what we have to do now. So personally, Trossard is the more attainable one out of the two. I just don't see Martinelli, and obviously with Munich getting Diaz as well. I reckon Dortmund will probably go for Trossard because they obviously lost Gittins. There's a few Premier League clubs after Trossard, Crystal Palace being one, actually, weirdly. I can't see Trossard being an Arsenal player in September, I'll be honest. But I need it all to happen quicker, I'll be honest.
That's a frustrating part, though, isn't it?
I know. I know what I've said. It's 3 months for a reason, and I get that. Even I get that. But I need the players gone.
I feel like if you take away, like, you know, Liverpool, Arsenal, you know, Sunderland, and maybe obviously Chelsea, I think it's been pretty quiet.
It has.
Like, there's literally a handful of teams that have just gone nuts, and then the rest have pretty much done nothing. Like, when you actually think about it, like I say, it seems like everybody's spending, but it's predominantly, like I said, it's Arsenal, Liverpool, City, Chelsea, and then you've got the odd, like, Sunderland that have just gone crazy, spent like over like almost 150 on about 6 or 7 players. But other than that, like, your regular size, like your West Hams and your Newcastles, they haven't really done much business.
No. But they will. But that's the thing, they will.
That's what I'm saying. That's what people. I said to somebody the other day. I said, like, the transfer window. As much as I'm really glad, like, with the position we're in, the transfer window, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's good to get out the blocks early, like what we've done, and get the vast majority of our business done. I mean, I'm a lot more relaxed. As I was saying off air, I'm a lot more relaxed now than I was in previous windows. At the same time, there's still so much time left, and there are still so many deals that are going to get done.
Yeah, but I put my Arsenal hat on. I would need the exits to happen quicker. But it's not really necessarily our fault. As I
need Eze, man. That's the guy, man. Like, don't get me wrong. The left wing for me is what I want, and I kind of like, that's why I kind of would just take the Trossard sale. Like, I actually think right now Trossard's a better player than Martinelli. But if it means Trossard going to get a Leao or Rodrigo or Gordon or whoever it is, whoever want, I'm willing to do that. Yeah,
well, Arteta gave everyone a massive clue. And I love Arsenal fans, I really do. But Arsenal have been teasing you for so long with Gyokeres. It's been entertaining me. No one picked up on it. It's quite funny. And then Arteta put a comment in, I think it was last week, where he was saying that the team needs balance. Now, I know what that meant, and I don't think a lot of Arsenal players or Arsenal fans knew what it meant. It's because our right side is sorted, our left side isn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I think a lot of people took that. I think a lot of people took that as negatively, and a lot of people thought that he was talking about balancing the books. And
no,
like,
oh God, no.
people have brought in players. We've got to let players out. But I read it and thought, yeah, we do. Like, it's obviously clear that we're good in goalkeeper, defense.
Yeah.
Middle of the park. Down the right. It's so obvious where our weak point is now, and that's left side. Yeah.
Yep. And that's literally why we're, if we can get rid of Zinni, we'll get another left back. We'll get a left winger, and obviously Eze will be the left-sided midfielder. Sometimes he can. Sometimes he will play left winger, where people will freak out and go, oh, no. Because we need to be more versatile.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, now I'm sure someone said it. One of the Arsenal players said it, and he is spot on. Arsenal are going for all trophies next season, which is the first time we've done that for a long time.
Facts.
And the only way we can do that is by having a massive squad.
Yeah.
I know it's not massive. It's not like 40 players, but it's the biggest squad we've had for a long time.
Yeah.
Where there's like going to be a minimum of 22 quality players that we can choose from.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all good. All good. You're
going to talk about Eze more later, innit, after the comments.
Yeah. Because I spoke to you off air about that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Sorry, God. Yeah. What the Arsenal have been liking with so it was Casado. Blimey neck. I've got to go through these again. I need to write his name down. I keep forgetting his name. Guy from South America. It begins with a B. I cannot for the life of me remember his name. He's only
the only one that sticks in my head is Agume. That's the only one that sticks in my head.
What? Say his name again.
Agume. He's the only one.
Oh, no. It wasn't Agume. No, it begins with a B. It's only got 5 letters in, but I cannot for the life of me. I'm terrible with names. Sorry to me. But no, look, as I said, if we get the left back in, I'm not too concerned about the DM until next window, because I still feel we need another youngster, but we'll be fine with Lewis Kelly there as cover, so I'm not that bothered. I am doing okay, thank you. I think... I don't think people realise it was for free printing. That's the reason why the shirt sales went so sky high. Very clever way of Arsenal to do it. And obviously, I'll be honest, probably I don't personally like them, but I know a lot of the Arsenal fans do. They love the home and new away shirt, so it doesn't surprise me. Obviously, with free printing other names as well, it's obviously going to help a lot. Hope you're doing well though, Tim. Big up to Wilhelm. Update on outgoings. I think I've covered it. Hopefully by a week on Friday, we should at least have 2 out. Fabio Vieira is picking up interest, which is good, but bear in mind we are going to make a loss on him, so bear that in mind.
What about Zinni?
Zinni, the problem with Zinni is, doesn't shock anyone, his wages.
Yeah.
There is interest, but it's his wages, and this is what annoys me about football players. Zinni knows full well he's not going to get much game time.
But he's not bothered, isn't it?
Well, why would he be? He's on 100,000 pounds.
I get that vibe of Zinni. I just think he's not bothered. Like, he's just here for vibes. Like,
yeah, and I personally just want him. Same. I want him gone. Sorry. Big up to Damalaire. Hope you're doing well. Is Rodrigo finally back from holiday? I know the meeting's this week. I'm not 100% sure exactly when he's back. But yeah, I think.
Do you think there's a chance he would drop his wage demands?
I think it. I'll be surprised.
Yeah,
because I think in Spain their taxes are different to ours, isn't it? I think it's all to do with tax. It's not him being greedy. I think he basically just wants what he's getting paid. In Spain.
He wants to earn what he's earning.
And to do that, you have to demand more from the British clubs because obviously our taxes are extremely high. It's not him being greedy, but obviously what we're not going to do is obviously we're going to give Saka like £300,000 a week. You're not going to bring in someone new that's going to get more than him because that just upsets all the players that we just had new deals with. Saliba's going to be like on 270 a week. So, it's just going to upset it. I don't think it will, but it could have the potential to upset the apple cart, which we don't want that happening at all. So unless he reduces them, which I don't know, he might do. But like I've always said with Rodrigo, he doesn't seem to have that same desire to join us as what our little lovely stalker does.
Liao's on it.
It's very nice.
Yeah, every single signing, like,
yeah. It's very nice, but
but there is something. There's something really endearing about a player that really wants to come to your club, because I've heard that. I've heard Arsenal fans who have not even been completely sold on Gyokeres, and I've since spoke to them, and throughout the whole process, saga, whatever you want to call it, a lot of them have been like more convinced, because they're like the guy's desire to play for the club. Even Mascara, the fact that he turned down contract renewals at Valencia because he wants to play for Arsenal. It's like there is something, even if you don't know the player, you don't particularly rate the player, there is something really nice about a player wanting to leave the Club World Cup final to come and sign for your club when he could actually just stay and get another trophy or another medal. Like there is something uniquely, special about that. So we want players that want to play for the club,
100%. And that's where I kind of my fear with Rodrigo is I just don't see that desire. No, not for me. And obviously Vinicius Junior is definitely staying at Real Madrid, so he's going to have to sort his head out now, Rodrigo. So he is. Decide. Do you still Arsenal sign any more centre backs or left backs? Given that, like I've covered that. So obviously no more centre backs right now. There will be in the future, but not right now. Left back if Zinni goes. I do see Zinni going. And I do see that left back coming in. But it makes sense because Lewis Skelly can then cover DM, which we kind of need a little bit cover for. So I could be on for a 10 out of 10 if that happens, but we'll see. Big up to Melanie saying evening, Bobby. Big up to my pod brother saying evening, Bobby, and to all in the chat. I'm very happy with the transfer market. Good. I like to see that because it has been a very, very good window.
It's been a good window.
Evening, I hope you're all well as usual. Is Leo now a bigger possibility than it was before? Yes. Since X6 are a problem, is there a chance we lower our demands? What does that mean? Lower demands, as in what we get in. I can't see the players that we want gone not going. That's the thing. It's just taking a lot longer than anybody would want.
I think what he basically is saying is that if these exits don't happen, is it likely that we're not going to sign a left winger, for example? Because that's my concern. My concern is that if we don't get these exits, are we gonna get let's just say we get Eze over the line, because it sounds like it's more or less there or thereabouts. So say we get Eze over the line. If we are not able to sell these players, basically, are we not going to get the left winger? Because I think a lot of fans, even though it's been a really good window, I think if we go into the new season with the window shutting, not with a new left winger, I still think fans are going to be disappointed, because I just think when they look at the left winger options, and I'm I like to think I'm quite a rational person, but I look at our left winger options, and I'm just like, they're just not top level.
No, they're not.
They're just not.
No, they're not. I just don't see a world that Trossard doesn't leave. Okay. I'll be honest. There's too many clubs wanting him, and he's not someone that is. I love Arsenal too much, and he's not paid a lot either, which obviously helps us getting him out the door. So I just don't see a world he doesn't leave. Nelson will go. He will be alone. It will be with an obligation to buy, in my opinion. I don't think there'll be it won't be a dry loan, which is good. And I just don't see Zinni. For me, the only three important ones, because Lukonga and Vieira will 100% go, and I don't really care where they go because they're not paid much. Fabio's on like £50,000 a week. Lukonga's not even on that, I don't think. It's Zinni, Trossard, and Nelson. Because don't forget, Nelson's on a lot of money. A lot of people forget Nelson is on a lot of money. And I just don't see a world that those three don't go. I'll be honest.
Jesus.
Jesus is going to be an interesting one. Now,
very interesting.
The window can close, and he could still leave.
Okay.
Because obviously, if he does go to Brazil, which is my expectation. However, there are Premier League teams interested as well. Weirdly, one of the weird ones was Tottenham.
I heard Newcastle and Brighton.
Well, Brighton, Tottenham, Newcastle. Yeah. And they're all actual. Yes. They are actually comes. I don't know why, because yes, he's in my opinion, he'll be fittish by the end of August, but he's not going to be 100% fit until October. Like match fit, he's not going to be fit until October. So it's a strange one, I have to be honest. But look, it's not my money. They're not my club, so I don't really care if they want to give us money for him. That's up to them. But yes, he could possibly go. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean we get a striker, but it puts us in a very good place if we wanted to do it. Because I don't think we'll spend a lot of money on on another striker anyway, in my opinion. Probably like 20 million, probably something like that. Okay. And we'll probably get like 10, 15 million for Jesus if we were to sell him. But it all depends on lots of different situations. But yeah, Jesus is another one. But obviously, I did always say this is going to be the end of August. It's too early, in my opinion, to trust, because he can have a setback in the next 2 weeks, and that screws up the whole thing. So I've always said stick with end of August with Jesus, and we'll see where we are then. So yeah, I don't see a world where Sidney doesn't leave. Trossard doesn't leave, and Nelson doesn't leave, personally. So in my opinion, that means 3 players will come in. So yeah, I'm chill. I'm chill about it. I might be more panicked if we get to the last week and still no one's buggering left. Then yes, I will get stressed. But right now, I can see someone, well, at least 1 or 2 leaving by a week on Friday. I just don't. This is the problem with pre-season. When you're abroad and all the big wigs are, it's logistically a nightmare. So, yeah, I think once we get back, because we're then back, aren't we? We come back to the UK. Yeah. And then things will develop, because don't forget, Andalea's out there as well. You know, so he'll be back with because we play Tottenham, is it tomorrow or Thursday?
Yeah. Oh, Tottenham. I thought it was tomorrow, Wednesday, because I even put it under one of the Arsenal tweets or posts, but it's actually Thursday. I got it wrong. It was Thursday.
Oh, okay. So we'll be flying back probably like Saturday?
Friday. Okay.
Is it Friday?
I don't know then.
I just don't know. I'm just guessing.
Yeah, I assume we'd probably have a night's kip and then leave in the morning, but I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe we'll be about Friday. So, well, either way, that's why I've said give it another week on Friday. Get the logistics, because don't forget, all the players that we want sold are actually out there. I don't think any of them stayed back, have they? Sidney's out there,
none of them stayed
out
back.
there, Nelson's out there.
I haven't seen Vieira. I think he's part of the squad, but I've not seen him at all pictured. I ain't seen him on a bus. I don't think he's even been brought on.
Yeah, well, because guaranteed we won't get red. So, I just don't see a world that don't go. Anyway, Gyokeres seems like he's been one of us for Gooners for ages. He does. It's lovely, and he's so happy as well.
He just fits in, doesn't he?
Yeah, even in the game, Eze's practically ours, just needs a left winger like a right winger who has pace and can pick passes or pull back and cross the ball to the second post. Yeah, exactly. Big up Bobby and everyone watching this stream. Grim from different apps. Yeah, there's 900 people currently watching, so big up to everyone watching. Everyone's saying good evening to each other. I'm just gonna have to skip through some of those. Couldn't happen to a better team, Tottenham. The film release Victor Gyokeres. Big up to Den AFC wearing Gooners Hope. I'm not too bad. Like I said, I just can't wait for it to be September now. I'm so to the latest. I'm absolutely fine. Just loving the way Arsenal moving. Blah blah blah. Yep. Oh, yes, he is a mastermind, I have to be honest. In green. Oh, no, he's not, but he is in amber, which I like. I like a lot of the players being in amber. And that's the good thing. That's the bit that's giving me confidence. A lot of the players are in amber. There's no one in no colour. So, yeah, it's a positivity for me, and that's what gives me the hope. If there was none of our players in any colour whatsoever, I'd be slightly annoyed. So yeah, what did Edu? I will back off Edu because everyone knows how much I respect him. It was just the wrong kind of relationship with Arteta. That's all. And Andrea,
listen, you best fix up, man.
Well, this is the thing. Andrea's just gone. He's literally doing his own thing. Which is why you're seeing a lot of photos of just him with the player, because that's his job.
Yeah, he's just bossing it. He's bossing it. Man.
Yeah, he is someone you don't want to mess about with. I'm not concerned about when the release clause expires. Honestly, it won't have any bearing on Eze whatsoever, so don't worry about it. Did our game against Milan influence decision regarding Leao at all?
I mean, he was always on the list, weren't he?
Yeah, he was always on the list. He's not someone that Arteta particularly likes, mainly because I think he's got a bit of an attitude, and he doesn't tend to work for the team so much. However, when Andrea likes him, you've got to have that little bit of faith because, as I said, Gyokeres was more Andrea than it was Arteta, but Arteta just wanted a number 9, but obviously he likes Sesko, blah, blah, blah. That we'll talk about that in September. I personally, a couple of seasons ago, would have totally have gone, yes, Leao. I do have question marks on him now, but is it because he's unhappy? Is it because he's playing at a club that just isn't giving much success, which they're not? There could be multiple reasons why he just doesn't seem the same player. And I think sometimes when you sign them and they come into a new environment, they have a totally new persona. And I think he will have that with us personally, because he will be surrounded by good players that work hard. And I think he would be exactly the same. That's what my hope is. Obviously, I could be deluded and going, oh, Jesus. But I think he would be a good signing personally. Rodrigo is someone that I go, yeah. But I think you said it on Friday show, left winger wise, there's not many out there that go, oh, yes, please. There's no Overmars, no Giggs. Yeah. There's no that kind of left winger available, really.
I genuinely feel like all three of those players, if they come into this Arsenal side and they get with the program, which inevitably they'll have no choice but to, I think they'll all do well in this Arsenal side. I think what I like about Rodrigo and what I like, I mean, it's not even that. It's just all three of them. I think they've all got attributes. What I like about them is that they all are quite unpredictable in the final third. You know, one thing I'll say about Saka is Saka's like his play's quite basic, but it's really effective.
Yes,
really effective because he's just so consistent with it. You know, when you actually think about how Saka plays, he doesn't often do anything majorly special, but he just knows what he's doing and he's really consistent. But I feel like we just need a little bit of that cavalier up top, you know, just a little bit more kind of can do something. And I know Saka's got that in his locker because he can cut in and ping a 25-yarder top bins. I know he can do that, but I just think I want a little bit more of that on the left wing because we don't really have that per se on the left. But I've always said like Rodrigo, but honestly, like if I can just see one of Trossard and Martinelli leave and one of those three join and we can just freshen it up a little bit, then I'm open to all three personally.
Yeah, because I was thinking the other day, I'm trying to think of how many left wingers in the current football world that actually excite me. Now, the only one I can think that actually excites me all the time, bear in mind this is all the time, is that Sheila dude from PSG. He's the only one that I go, yeah, you know what?
Bacola's good. I like Bacola.
Yeah, but like I said, unfortunately unavailable.
That's what I mean. It's like the left wing market. It's not. It's not.
It's pretty socky to be honest.
Yeah.
There's not many left wingers out there. There's not. Not in our good old day when there was loads of great left wingers. There's not so many nowadays.
Tricky.
So you are kind of limited to what you can get, to be honest. And Rodrigo, Leao, good options, but they don't excite me a lot. But they're better than what we've got. So that's how I look at it. So I'll move on. Yes, I can see that still happening because don't forget that is a week this weekend. Is that right? The 9th of August, I believe, is the Emirates Cup.
I think it's a little bit earlier than that, you know. So what are we now? I think so. The Emirates. Oh no, sorry, it is. It's the 9th. Apologies. It was. I'm getting it mixed up with the Villarreal game. It is. Yeah. So we're talking What are we talking? Yeah, a week on Friday, week on Saturday.
There we go.
You reckon it'll be done by then?
Could be. Look, at the end of the day, Crystal Palace need to get their finger out and need to sign their player. So,
don't you think?
Like I said,
don't you think he'll be tempted to want to play in the Charity Shield? Got ya.
Possible. When's that?
I've just put it out there, but I don't.
Isn't that the same weekend?
Wait, Charity Shield 2025. So Sunday the 10th.
Yeah, it's the same weekend as the Cup. Be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I just thought of it the other day, and I thought, oh yeah, he's got that game. He's got that game.
I've not heard anything.
Yeah, he's got that game with Liverpool on the Sunday. I mean, be a nice way to go out, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, I still think it could happen next week. So
Okay.
We'll wait and see. But that would be a good reason not for it to wait another week, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will see. It's okay. The game. Don't worry. My phone does make the same after I sent it. I will do some when I can, but this is just a very bad time at the moment. He performed well against Liverpool, but fans are saying he is too wasteful. Like I said, I think in our team, bear in mind, AC Milan are not the AC Milan of the 90s. This is my Italian club, so I will speak about them in the way that I can only speak about them. They're not fantastic. They've got some decent players, but they've got some poop ones as well. So the fact that Loftus-Cheek plays there tells you everything, in my opinion. So there we go. I think Bobby needs a long break. Oh, trust me, I do. It won't happen, but I do. It definitely won't happen. Big up to Starkey. Big up to everyone. Big up to Miles. How do I tag members from the chat? In this chat, I honestly don't know.
Yeah, I ain't got a clue.
I honestly have got no idea. Let's have a look. Big up to Mohammed. Please like and share. Oh, yes. As he is my pod brother, I am definitely going to say, please do subscribe to this. Brenny K74, he is going to be going with his own YouTube channel as well. It's be football history, Arsenal stuff. Please do subscribe. He is my pod brother, so please do subscribe to Brenny. I would really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And we'll see Brenny soon back on the channel. He'll still be coming with us as well, but he'll obviously do his own thing as well. Trossard to Dortmund is a very big possibility, yes. Missed the old intro. Obviously, I've had to change it up because obviously Arsenal women did something spectacular. I had to put that in the intro because it is important to me. When Tony is back fully, because he's not well enough at the moment. Once he's back, I'll speak to Tony and ask Tony very nicely to sort out a new intro for everybody because I suck at them. I'll be honest. Big up to Dodgy Car Pangler. That is a very interesting name. Saying, hey, mate, hope you're doing well. Hope you are well. Anything on sales? I think I've covered it. I'm hoping we'll have something by a week on Friday. That's the best I can give you, unfortunately, at the moment. Fabio Vieira to West Ham. I'll be honest, I don't get any of the Premier League teams that are looking at Fabio Vieira and going,
I said this the other day.
I'll be honest.
I
like him. I like him. I really do.
Yeah.
He's not made for the Premier League. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's just
I literally said the same thing. Like, I think somebody posted something and I literally commented and I said, I genuinely don't understand why any Premier League side would be interested in signing him. And I like Vieira.
I do as well.
I like him. I think he's a really good player. And it's just a shame it hasn't worked out. But he's not built for Premier League football.
No, he's not.
He's
a very good player. He'll be great in Europe. He'll be great in Spain, Italy, Germany, France.
Baffles me.
Just not in our league. You need to be a bigger boy. And he's just not a big lad. You can blow him over quickly, just by blowing on him. To be honest. Big up to Arnold. Happy for you on Gyokeres. I'm shattered. Well, try and get some rest, please, Arnold. Big up to Dean. Whoever fixed a friendly with Castle deserves to be sacked. Welcome to the way that friendlies work nowadays. It's all about money, sponsorships, contracts that you've got with certain organisations. And I know a lot of people had issues with the way Newcastle were playing that game, but at the end of the day, you kind of want to get up to a certain speed as well. So, and Joel Linton only knows how to play one way. So it's a mad one. What do you think about? Good, happy for him.
It's not what you want to see, but it is good prep for the season.
Yeah. Xhaka, I'm happy to see him back, but he's not an Arsenal player, so I personally don't care. I'll be honest, I'm sorry. I'm not someone that continuously follows someone's career once they've left Arsenal. They've gone. They've gone to Sunderland now. In actual fact, we get some money for it, so it works out well for us. So I don't mind. Arnold saying you're looking for fresh G. Joelinton punching teenage because he got tripped. Yeah, he only knows one way of playing. In all fairness, of Joelinton, but Max is sublime. Big up to Reckless Child. When Eze comes in, we still sign Rodrigo or Leao, who's more likely. It seems Leao is now first choice. I wouldn't say anyone's first choice personally. This is going to be an Andrea situation once again. Whatever's best for the club. So bear in mind, he might put you through the ringer for a week or two at some point. Don't blame me, blame Andrea if you've got any problems, but we will get someone out of it. So, it is who it is. Glad we signed Gyokeres. Never wanted Sesko anyway. Slovenian. He's definitely better than Slovenian Sertzi, I can promise you that. And Nketiah is my cousin's friend who happened to be a Man United fan. We'll start messaging him after he scored that 90th minute against him. Can't wait to have a proper striker again. Yeah, I'm very happy that we've got a striker now. It's exciting. It's exciting to have a striker now.
It is.
The only person I see is his die. I hope he pushes him in the tougher moments. I fear the need for a striker may have got us the wrong guy. I'm not bothered about the Galacticos. I'm never that bothered by that. Oh, there you go. Jesus throwing me around. It is what it is. But no, I'm happy. I don't need the big stars. I just need the people that will come in, want to play for the club, wants to do their best for the club. That's what I want. Big up to Angie. Big up to Brenny again. How close will he be to Haaland?
Depends, man.
Haaland's a different kind of player, though, for Gyokeres. I feel Gyokeres works harder than Haaland. Don't get me wrong. I know everyone thinks, I don't like Haaland. I'm not the greatest fan of him because I just don't think he has much football ability. He's a good striker and can do that job very well. Gyokeres has more to his game. That's just my opinion. Obviously, I've got to watch him at Coventry. As everyone knows, I watch Championship football a lot as well. But yeah, I prefer Gyokeres. If someone says, who do you want, Gyokeres or Haaland? I'd be honest, I still want Gyokeres. I'm sorry. Haaland just doesn't excite me that much because he just scores goals. That's it. And that doesn't suit us because we need someone that does more than that. And Gyokeres will do that, in my opinion. I don't see him destroying it, but he's hungry. I don't think he's going to get like 30, 40 goals, but I think he'll get over 20, which is definitely what we need. We need someone that will get over.
We need a $20 season striker, 100%.
Because I think Saka will then get 15 plus, and whoever's on the left wing will get 15 plus. Let's say Eze will probably get 20 plus, not 20 plus, 10 plus. Jesus Christ, Eze. No pressure. 10 plus for Eze. Odegaard, we need him to score more, 10 plus, because the threat, no one's going to get marked out the game anymore. And that's a good thing for us. Big up to Courts D75. Yes, says Gooners. Would have been on tonight en route to North Greenford. Up to North Greenford. Hope they do well tonight, mate. Arsenal have loads of chances, so 25% of those is still a win-win. 100%. Yep, definitely are. Eze and Leao all would be forgiven. Arsenal is a big club, so we must get unstoppable players. Big up everyone. Ignore the haters. It's showing this channel gets hate, especially with recent comments. Though I don't mind. I've got no issues with people because I guarantee someone's probably going to ask about Will Wright at the end of the day, that's what it is, signing the youth talent. It's so much more complicated than just signing a player because
it was agreed.
Families. Well, exactly.
It was agreed, man. But he decided that he didn't want to uproot his own family, so he went to Liverpool.
Exactly. It's more difficult when you've got because he obviously is 17. Plus, I'll be honest. I said this when we were linked with him. I don't particularly want to give money to Salford. I can't stand Salford. Everyone knows who owns Salford. I don't want to give them money, so I'm quite happy. We'll have to get a striker. We will, I think, at some point. What's his name?
You know what I like? You know what I liken it to, though, and I say to people because I've had lots of different types of jobs in all different industries, and I remember when I was leaving my role in social media marketing and thinking of going back to teaching, I actually got offered another job in social media marketing, and I actually accepted the offer. I literally accepted the offer. And as far as they were concerned, I was going to go for my induction. They printed up a card to get into the building. And then I just did a whole U-turn and just decided to go back to teaching. And I had to call them and I said, look, I know we verbally agreed and I hadn't signed the contract, but it was as good as done. I mean, it was 99.9% done, and that was it. I went and I accepted a completely different offer. So, I mean, if that can happen in the everyday workplace, what do you expect? Of course, until you've actually physically signed that contract, then these deals can collapse. These deals can be hijacked.
Yeah, I think people, or whoever creates that new FIFA game, what is it called? EA Sports, or what it's called now?
Yeah,
they need to make it a bit more realistic because I think people just say that too much, and they go, "Oh, look, transfer's done." It's so easy. Yeah. It's not as easy as that. I can promise you that there is so much more. Big up to John LeCroc saying "Bubbo G Unit." The boys. We've got our nicknames with John. It's very good.
Yeah, I know.
Elkinus, yes, they're definitely getting closer. I think you'll see it in the media over the next. I predict a week. Within the week, there'll be more developments with Crystal Palace. Obviously, I've said it all along. They're obviously the legal case is the big one, and that's not been totally finalised yet. So, Arsenal will create loads of chances. 25 is a win-win for 100%. Reckless Child wants Liao. I'm in a Morrissey. I don't rate Liao. He is way too inconsistent with my taste. Great in purple patches. I do get where you're coming from, though, Kingley. I'll be honest. And this is the thing with any left wingers. A lot of people think, well, Anthony Gordon. I have no issues with Anthony Gordon personally, but it's all personal choice. And there's no one out there that you go, oh, we must sign this person. Unless for me, it's just Sheila. The only guy I would go, yes, let's get 150 million quid. Let's spend it on Sheila. Obviously, you all know who I'm about because I can't say his name for Skiddly Squat, the guy from PSG. I would go out and spend 200 million for him if we had it. If we had 200 million, I'd go and spend 200 million on him because I love him. He is, he's just. Not only is he dirty, like a dirty winger. He reminds me of. Do you remember King Clancy when he came to England for the first time? Georgie King Clancy.
No, I don't think I did.
He played for Man City.
Okay.
Obviously back in the day. But it's something about the way he just plays. He just excites me. And Kinklasi was very much like that. It's just I like players that excite me.
Liao's got that about him.
Yeah, and I think that's
he does.
For me, and this is probably why I'm not the greatest fan of Odegaard, because Odegaard just doesn't excite me sometimes because I know what he's going to do. Same with Saka. This is why I prefer Martinelli with Saka, because I know what Saka's going to do. Martinelli, I think even half the time he doesn't know what he's going to do, but that excites me. I wish he'd hone his skills a bit better because he'd be a much better winger, but I don't think he knows what he's going to do, and I don't know what he's going to do, and that excites me. That's the type of player I prefer. That's just the way
Get you on the edge of your seat, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Football's about excitement and being entertained. I'm not there just to watch a ball being kicked around. If Rodrigo's wage demands are high and he does not want to leave Madrid, no. I'm pretty sure things will be more concrete. Like, we know what will be happening. We know exactly how much things will cost. In my opinion, this week, because I'm pretty sure he's got a meeting set up with him. I'm sure he has. So, yeah, it should become clearer. And then as soon as we know, definite no, then see you later. We will then move to another option. Big up to Ali J. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hato. I knew I was going to have to cover Hato. Right. Obviously, Hato is very, very likely to go to Chelsea. And I know that some Nana put it on X. I can't remember who it was, but it was absolute lie. He has not turned us down. He hasn't come to us and said, I don't want to come to you. We're going to go to Chelsea. It's because we didn't get rid of who we wanted to get rid of to replace him with Hato. Because we all know it's Kivior. Kivior's not going anywhere by the looks of it, and I don't see that ever happening now. I think it'd be crazy to do it this late, personally, with Kivior. And Hato was going to be the person that replaced him, so ain't going to happen. And we'll see Hato in like 2 years, because I'm sure we'll buy him from Chelsea.
Yeah, we'll go.
Look, I have no issues. I think Hato is, for me, one of the most exciting centre-backs in the world. He just is sublime. And look, Chelsea have got a good player. It's disappointing for me, yes. Is it going to break my heart? No. It's just disappointing. But Kivior's still a good player, so I've got no issues with that. My only question mark is on Calafiori. That's the only one. Like, defensively, is my only question marks on Calafiori, personally. We have all or won't sign up on or like player Leo. See how Gyokeres jumped on number 14. We must have a Galactico window. I do get where you're coming from, but there's just not those players out there anymore, in my opinion. And plus, we had to have a big window, like as in squad wise, because everyone's going to say, because in my opinion, I think Isaac goes to Liverpool. If that does materialise, I guarantee there'll be an Arsenal fan base going, why didn't we buy him? Because we had other things to do. It's not like we had nothing else to do. Because if we just got Isaac, we wouldn't have done half the stuff that we've done. So I'd rather have a good squad than spend loads of money on one specific player. Here's the links to, yes, they are true. We do like him. Do I see him coming in this window? I'll be surprised. If we do it, I can guarantee it will be a buy, send him out on loan, personally.
Yeah, because he's young, isn't he?
Yeah, he's 20. And I know the other young French lad that everyone was after, he's just gone to Saudi, which was a shock for everybody. Zizi, he's just gone to Saudi. So if the price was right, and obviously we had enough money to do it, to be able to loan him out as well, the deal would be there. But I guarantee he won't be in the squad. He'll be sent out. It'll be a Saliba type signing if we were to go that route. I know you love these questions, but what percentage on Trossard leave before the season starts? I'm going to put this over 90%. I'm going to know 94. There's definitely some wiggle room there, but yeah, 94. I'm pretty confident. I just don't see him not. It's because of the money he's on as well. It's not like it's something that with Zinni, that money that he's on with us is holding that back a bit, because no one's really going to pay that much money. So there's got to be another way of finding him to make sure he gets enough money. Can Trossard, Vieira, Lokonga, Jesus all be sold? Yes, they can be. Big up to Akpos. Hope you're doing well. We need an actual winger, Rodrigo, more than another jack of all trades player, Eze. I think we need both.
I agree.
I think the Eze one, people are not understand because they think, Odegaard's there. Yeah, great, got Odegaard. But that's it. Waneri and Dalman, we have to be very, very careful how we use them. Obviously, Max is a lot younger, won't be able to be used as much as we would like, because obviously he's not applicable for the Champions League till, I think it's next year. But you can play in the Carling Cup, can play in the Premier League. Yeah. But we're not going to be playing him or putting him on the bench every time because, funny enough, we've got the under-21s that, funny enough, actually need him because we've lost a huge amount of under-21s in the summer. And then Waneri as well. Waneri is going to be well used. And I've got no issues with... Because there will be a time, it won't shock me, that Eze, Odegaard, Waneri are all on the pitch at the same time. It will not surprise me at all. Where Odegaard hold back a little bit and Waneri and Eze in front of him. Because, we need this kind of squad, guys. And I've got no issues with us having both. Do you still see? Yes, I do. I don't see it not happening, to be honest. Yes. Gordon for me, because Isaac has become more and more likely. I just don't see Gordon going. I just don't see it. Newcastle will be mad with the kind of window they've had so far. They must be losing their heads because they've been after so many different players and none of them have really gone. Alanga obviously went, but they've lost Trafford. Trafford's just been announced by Man City. Who else did they lose out on?
Well, they lost out on Ekitike from Liverpool.
Yeah,
he was like one of their prime attacking targets. They can't sign Vissa because Brentford are playing hardball. So they've had an absolute nightmare.
Yeah. It's I don't want to say it's funny because I actually do like Newcastle, but it just shows you the type of window, how hard it's been, and Arsenal have managed to get 6 players in.
100%. It puts everything into perspective. It really does.
Exactly. It does. Big up to Sholly Brown. Big up the lad. Eze, please. I like that. You'll see him soon. The number 19 belongs to Leao. 10 is Eze's. Yeah, in my opinion, Eze will get them 10. I don't see that not being a situation personally. Well, it was quite weird because I do see a world that in the next 7 months, Jesus leaves. That then frees up the number 9.
What does Gyokeres do at that point? I mean,
I don't know.
You can't really just give up the 14 like that. Do you know what I mean?
No, because it's such an iconic number.
Yeah, I thought that the other day. That's a bit of an issue, isn't it?
It is. It's going to be interesting.
I think any other number, but you can't really disregard the 14 like that.
No, because if some Nana who plays in midfield wants to number 9, honestly, I'll slap him on the face.
Exactly.
Like doing a Gallas where he picks the number. That really annoyed me, I have to be honest. Jeez. Anyway, you'll see. Teams will come for panic buyers for Zinni. It's about the wages. It's not really that no one wants Zinni, it's the wages. Because the wages are a problem with him. When Zinni's, I'll promise I'll send you some tissues. Tell me,
I'll lose no sleep.
If I can't sleep, give me Eze, man. Big up to Gary. Percentage of getting a left winger and then specifically out Rodrigo. Oh, cracky. 99% sure we'll get a left winger. Oh God, Gordon. I never do zeros because football world is mad. So I'll put him on 10%.
Oh, Rodrigo, surely what 50-50?
For me, 50-50. Leao, I'd say 70-30. Okay. I think it's more likely to be Leao than it is to Rodrigo at the moment. But obviously, because he's still on holiday, a lot of this information you've got to kind of take it with a pinch of salt, haven't you? Yeah. Because I don't know. I when it comes to how much he's demanding, I'll be honest. Whilst he's on holiday, I very much doubt that is true. A lot of what I'm doing is like, if you're looking at it like in a logical way, because of the way that they pay people in Spain to the way that they pay us here, I can see where that's coming from. Like trying to understand the tax part of it. But would he be happy with 280-290? I can't see why not, and I don't think that upsets Arsenal club itself because that's kind of the right amount to pay him personally. But yeah, I've got 10 more minutes, so I'm going to try and skip through some of these. GT. Honestly, every time I see it, I think of Gran Turismo. Sorry. I haven't played that for years. I don't know why it's in my head. Eze and Leo would be very good, and they are both on their knees for Arsenal. Says Tubaka. Big up to Neil. How art
All
thee?
good.
Oh, very good, Neil. So we'll get Eze in. I think you'll see a lot more developments. You've seen some this week, but I do expect it to kind of ramp up pretty quickly now. I don't see Eze in a left winger. It will be a new world, and so unlike us. I think what you've got to look at though, Mo, is the whole window's been very much unlike Arsenal because Andrea doesn't give a monkey's
Exactly.
butt.
That narrative of Arsenal has gone out the window, to be honest.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
honestly, the way that we've moved is big.
We bought a striker.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that says it all.
Arsenal have the best defenders, hence the best defence. Saka needs a rival for the left, Liao. I honestly thought you'd go for a poem there, Arnold, because that was all rhyming really well. But no, that's exactly how Arsenal want it. We want the same threat on the left as the right, because that also helps out Gyokeres down the middle. So yeah, Barcelona player. Which one? There's quite a few of them. Trying to think.
Rafinha would be nice.
Oh, that's never going to happen, mate.
I know. I know.
And again, I think he's more for the right anyway than he is the left, personally. Big up to Tubaka again. Great stream, says Kingley. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tubaka. Yes, be gone. That's the dude. That's the one that's in South America. Brady, I've said I think the price is just way too much. That will be, if that was ever going to be the case, it will be a next summer situation. Definitely not now. I don't care. Just me as a man, unless I will not sleep, says Shirley. Do me la Ray. I know Bobby will say not helping. No, you're not. What would the fee be for Liao? 60 to 70, I reckon. It's not a lot, personally.
Yeah.
So yeah, not too bad. I would take Liao all day, says Akpos. I meant Liao AC Milan. Yeah, thank you very much. I knew, Hulk Hogan obviously passed away. It's very sad. Not for the person outside the ring, by the way, just the actual person inside the ring I actually adored, but not the person outside of it. If you know, you know what I mean. What I'm on about. As long as Liao is willing to work with a team, and well, that's the thing. I think new surroundings will change the way he is personally, in a good way. Can Arsenal really afford? Yes, we can. I don't know where the narrative has come that we don't have the money. We have a lot of money. We could quite easily spend another 150 million quid if we wanted to, but we need to get the wages out the door. What you'll see once this is all done, how much we've actually saved in wages is I don't think for everybody that we've brought in has got anywhere near the amount of wages we've got out, which is going to be mad. I'm pretty sure that would be accurate. By the time I do the review in September, I'm pretty sure the amount of people that we brought in would have not got to the amount that we've got out the door in wages, which is going to be mad. So yeah, I will double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. By lowering demands, I mean, do we decide to sell our players at a lower price?
Okay. It's not what I thought.
I don't think we were asking anything apart from Martinelli, but I understand the Martinelli one. Trossard's price is not high. Cini's not high. Lokonga's definitely not high. Fabio's definitely not high. Nelson's not high. You know, we could actually get like 18 million quid for him, which, yeah, I'm taking that all day long. Yeah, I don't think we're actually asking a lot to be honest in the current market value. Big up to Michael. In pre-season, the attackers have been staying put higher up the pitch without the ball to provide a transition for it, which will fit now. Yes, definitely agree. Big up to Amara saying Trossard must be with Arsenal and Gabriel Martinez should leave. I get where you're coming from, but I think with the way that the market's going, it's more likely Trossard will leave. And I don't think that's going to be too bad for Martinelli personally, because the pressure won't be on him. And I think that might make him better because the pressure won't be on him. I think right now there's a lot of pressure. And unfortunately, I'm sure he hears the stuff that's on social media.
He's struggling.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But yeah, we still need Trossard. I think once you get Eze and whoever the left winger will be, I don't think we need him personally because we've got Ranieri as well. So yeah, I'm not. What's this? Hope you're enjoying camping in the forest of Papua New Guinea. I don't know where this jungle is, but it's very nice. It's very relaxing. I have to be honest. It's why I'm doing a nice, relaxing background today. Same thing saying that Aze's price is 58 to 60 all in. Yeah, the release cost is 68.
68, yeah.
But I will put money on that the price that he comes from is just above 55. So yeah, any right back please, Poppy. We haven't looked at right back. Well, there's been a couple, but they're not obviously with Timber and White at the club. They're not essential. And Josh Nichols, we obviously have a bit of hope for, and maybe sent out on loan. Yeah, there's a couple, but honestly, I just don't see us moving for a right back. I think I might lose my head if we did that. Fabio's on holiday, says Reckless Child. Is he?
I have no idea. I thought.
Of course, he was part of the CWC, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Chewbacca's just said it as well.
It's me forgetting he's on loan, isn't it?
Yeah.
He returned. Yeah, he was on loan. Yeah,
because obviously the FIFA rules is they have 3 weeks holiday. So yeah. He won't be back until. Well, actually, he should be back anytime because it's they all run out now. Which is why Rodrigo should be back anytime. So yeah, because all the 3 weeks is now. Because you should see Madueke in training pictures next week, I assume.
Nice.
So yeah, which will be nice. I'm actually excited about seeing Madueke. Vieira played World Cup. Yeah. Has Andrea got a big surprise up his sleeve still, Bobby? He has. Whether or not he does it is becoming less likely. But we'll wait and see.
Give me a cam and a left wing. I don't need no surprise. I'll be honest.
No, I don't. No. I'll be honest. I don't think the surprise will be that surprising at the end of it, though. But we'll wait and see. Liao is overrated, says Temi. Lukonga has played any minutes in pre-season? No. As far as I know, he hasn't.
I haven't seen him feature much at all.
No. I honestly think Liao would revolutionise the left side, especially good at working with ringers as well. Yeah. I'll agree to disagree on that one if I'm honest with Arteta. Yeah, our squad and our coaches are very good, but there's something's happened to Martinelli. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I wish I could put my finger on it, but that's the bit that worries me. Is Martinelli 2 seasons ago was top goal scorer for us, and has suddenly fallen off a cliff. Yeah, and yeah, we missed out on Sheila. Yes, we did. Never mind. Really rejected our bid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, it was 65 million. We weren't being stingy. Yes, Bonmati has 1.5, which this is why I think it wouldn't shock me if Arsenal women break the record again, because we do want Bonmati at the club. Just been thinking, would Martinelli be barely backup striker, because against Liverpool when he went up, he was much better than Trossard than bring it in at left winger. Yeah, like I'm not that concerned if Trossard leaves and Martinelli is the back. Or I don't want to use the word backup. He will be a squad left winger. I don't think it's going to hurt him because he'll get minutes. We all know he will, because the whole point of this squad now is Saka gets rest. The left winger will get.
And he does provide an outlet.
Yeah.
Like in a game, like late on in a game, if you're sitting behind the ball, you're protecting the lead, bringing on Martinelli, like 75th, 80th minute, pinging it up to him. He's got mad pace.
Yeah.
And he could kind of be that player for us, in certain game situations.
Indeed. Any more? Yes, I think it's another 2 or 3 Arsenal women. They want to strengthen that midfield. That midfield they feel is a bit too weak, as in the centre part of it. So yeah, I expect at least 1 centre midfielder, and then we'll work from there as well. But Arsenal women will just have as good a window as the men have as well. Thank you, Jonathan. I knew someone would know the names. Thank you. But yes, they're the names. Thank you very much. If yes, it would. Yeah, but I'll be honest. Mind you, I only like Nike because I don't know why I always liked Nike, but I used to when I was playing football. What boots did you wear? Do you remember?
Yeah, I mean, I started like when I was younger. I started with like Umbro. I just got like classic like Umbro, like black and white ones. But then as I got a little bit older, I wore Nikes.
Yeah, I never. Yeah, I
never. I don't think I had a single Adidas boot.
No, I don't think I ever had an Adidas boot. I'll be honest. I was Nike. I don't know why. I'll be honest. I haven't got a clue. It's just the thing, I suppose. I think when me and G were growing up, so I know there's a few years between. It's not many years, but there's a few years. Nike was the big one.
Yeah.
Adidas really wasn't. Because Michael Jordan, there's just everything was Nike. Everything. Nike Airs were massive, and Nike was the boot to go to as well. You'll find out. Big up to Helena. You'll find out. Where's Eze? He's still happily in London at the moment, and I'm expecting to stay there as well, but just maybe to N5. And happy, but I want that Eze so bad. Shully, you really do want Eze. Big up to Poppy. If we sign Eze only out, I will change my to Poppy.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Poppy, please don't do that.
No, I wouldn't wish anyone to be called my name because I hate my name. So please don't. By all means, if you want some inspiration for names, we will help you, but please don't call anyone Bobby. Honestly, it's a horrible name. I don't like it. Big up to you. That's bad. Big up to David. I'm going back in Geok, man, to score 40 goals in all competitions. That, I'll be honest, is doable. I know it sounds a crazy number, but it's doable.
Yeah,
I think in all competitions.
Yeah,
doable. Because he could get 10 in the Champions League, so that puts him up to 30. Because I already said 20 in the. And I expect us to go further in the League Cup and FA Cup.
100%. We need to definitely do that. Our domestic cup record under Arteta, apart from the FA Cup, is horrendous.
Oh, horrendous! Yes,
it's bad. It's bad.
The way Karamu shuffles with the ball, he reminds me of Perez. Yes, that's a good shout.
Yeah, he's class, man. He's class.
But
I heard he pretty much had only eyes for PSG.
Yeah, unfortunately, shame in it. Kind of agree. I hope that's not the case. Weirdly enough, Isaac as a left winger was really good whenever he played there for Newcastle. I think Henry's name gets thrown around too easily. Isaac is phenomenal. People forget that Henry was unlike anyone else. Was
levels.
Oh God, I'm not putting Isaac and Henry in the same category. No.
It's more like Henry. It's more Henry-esque. Do you know what I mean? It's more Henry-esque. Like, I know Liverpool fans, I know Newcastle fans, and trust me, even if you speak to Geordies, even if you speak to Liverpool fans who are obviously hoping they sign him, Henry's levels, like we're talking like Premier League GOAT striker. So I don't think there's anybody saying that Isak is on the level of Henry. Not anybody I've heard anyway.
I'll be honest, I don't think he's worth 120 million quid. Personally.
No, he's not. He's not.
So that's just me.
This is the market.
You just look at his injury record as well. This
is the market
we're in. Me. Anyway, let's have a look. If Isak goes to Liverpool, do you think they also buy a left?
I don't think they do.
If so, that will be Fofana personally.
Young profile in it.
Yeah, Fofana and Isak.
They've already got Gakpo. Do you know what I mean? So So they're not gonna go out and get. I don't think they're gonna go out and get a Rodrigo or a Leao when they've got Gakpo, who is probably going to start most of those games.
Yes, correct. Fofana's a very good player, by the way.
He is.
And you'll understand. You'll find out soon enough about Isak and Liverpool. But I can see it definitely happen very soon. Unfortunately, but it is what it is. I move on. Eze is going to prove a lot of people that he is more dangerous as a 10 than Odegaard. Yeah, but I think Odegaard and Eze in the same team will work very, very well as well. Like I said, when there was the conversation between Maddison and Odegaard, I said, well, I want both. I wasn't one of those that I'd rather have Maddison or I'd rather have Odegaard. Yeah. I wanted both because they're different, that they could work together very. Odegaard is in my opinion, sorry, people, this will upset people. He's not a cam. He's a good midfielder.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a cam. He doesn't have that ability like Eze does, in my opinion, to break the line. Odegaard will look at the wall and go backwards. Eze will get his hammer out of his pocket and smash the wall down.
Yeah.
Odegaard doesn't do that. That's not me hating on Odegaard. Odegaard will keep possession and will keep it ticking, but Eze will just try and smash through that wall, and Odegaard won't. And that's the difference. And that's the bit that excites me. So, yeah. What's the sort of price tag? I did say 60 to 70 is what I expect. Luca Bio from Seville. That's the... Oh, crikey. Is that the...
I don't know. Don't know if that's a DM or... I don't know.
I think that's... Isn't that a defender? Luca Bio. Mohammed, without me having the names in front of me, mate, I'm not going to confirm whether or not Arsenal are in front of him. But I have heard a name, but I just can't think where he plays. Don't forget, there is a lot of players in the world. I have to know most of them. Have the squad brought in the notion of the first team squad and not a first 11 going to be the same? Yes. 100%. Gyokeres is going to be benched. Havertz is going to be benched. Saka is going to be benched. They're all going to be benched at some time. Maybe not necessarily Saliba and Gabriel, probably. But occasionally they will be, because it will be Mosquera and Kivior, or, because Mosquera is better than a lot of people think he is. They're just thinking, he's just going to be there just in case. He is a very talented young centre-back playing football, by the way. Very good. When is Madueke back? He is back. I'm pretty sure he's back at the end of the week. I'm sure he is.
Yeah, he should be back soon.
Yeah, because he had to have 2 more weeks off, because he already had 1 and he needed 2 more weeks. And I'm pretty sure that was this weekend. So, yeah. Big up to James by just saying we will have too many players. If I've missed it, apologies. What does the news mean? We are signing a left winger and a cam by just selling Trossard. Never said that. So Nelson, Trossard, Zinni, all those 3 go, 3 come in. This is simple as that. Nelson, it's not even to do with like the wage, the price tag. It's to do with the wages. The wages are essential now. Eze we can get done anytime we wanted. However, Crystal Palace have not replaced Eze, which is why we can't do it. But we know full well someone is going to be leaving, i.e. Nelson. Then left winger, Trossard has to go. I do see him going. Left winger then gets brought in. Zinni goes.
Left back comes in.
Yeah, in my opinion, a left back comes in. So that's the 3 players that we can still bring in. That's a 9-player window. Delicious. Lovely. Big up to Quest for the Best. Vieira is on leave. Yes. Yeah, obviously we've covered that. Sorry, guys. Magic Breaker is also on... Yes, I can't wait to see him in Arsenal shirt. I'll be honest. I'm sorry. Armour in a Jungle Forest. To be honest, Moss, I don't know, but I like it. It feels nice. I like
unknown location.
It is an unknown location. I'll choose a location I know shortly. So yeah. Let's try and wrap this up, because I do want to get this sorted quickly. I do worry about. I'm not. Yeah, exactly. I'll sign in a couple of years. I'm not too worried. Big up to Moss.
No Xavi, man.
Xavi Simmons is going to Chelsea, guaranteed. Gyokeres looked great in training. Yeah, he's looking good at the moment. Couple of yards. He was a winger. Yeah, he was a ringer before we actually turned him into a striker. I'll be honest. Because obviously I'm a big follower of Monaco, because they're my French team. I was like, I don't know what we're signing here. It wasn't until Wenger changed him, and he didn't even hit the ground running at Arsenal when he first came. I was a little bit, oh God. But then obviously it turned out amazingly in the end. Tesco. Oh,
Tesco's.
Yeah, Sesko will be, in my opinion, will be coming to the Premier League. Odegaard. Arteta in that, we don't need to discuss this. Nowhere near. I'll be honest, it doesn't even matter. All that matters to me is Arsenal Football Club. I rate Odegaard all by myself. Don't want to be all by myself, says Neil. Big up to Silver One. I'm glad you're back home. That is great news. Love it.
That's great news. That's great news.
Zinni, Trossard, Nelson leave. We will sign 3 more players. Yes, that's how it works. We've got 3 left backs in mind. They're not going to cost a lot of money. Max 20 million on the left back, I reckon. So we've got another 150, 200 million that we can easily spend quite easily. So yeah, France 98 and Juve was right midfielder. Was he? Yeah. I'll be honest, I wasn't watching.
To be honest, I always thought he played. Yeah, I mean, I know he was a winger. I remember him playing on the left as well.
Yeah, I remember playing left.
For Juventus. Yeah, I remember him playing lefty. And I remember when he came to Arsenal, I wasn't very impressed. I remember going to football training as a teenager and slating him because he just looked absolutely horrendous. He just did not look like he was ever going to get it in terms of being a centre forward. But you know, that changed very quickly, didn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Right, guys, we have overrun really badly, so I apologise to G, apologise to everybody as well.
All good.
But we will be back Friday, 6:45, without doubt. Hopefully some more positive news by then as well, because it needs to start happening soon, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. G, thank you very much. Where can they find you, my friend?
Yeah, no, it's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. I can smell my jacket potato and chili con carne and garlic bread, so I'm going to go downstairs and eat that shortly. But yeah, you can find me on X. I mean, I don't really spend much time on any other app, really. So just G Talks Arsenal. You can see my handle there. If I'm not following you, pop me a follow and I'll follow you back, or just drop me a DM and I'll follow you back. And then we can interact on there, because if I'm not here, that's probably where I am.
Excellent stuff. Thank you very much. And you'll see me on Friday. I do believe I might be joined by someone on Friday. Yes. We'll wait and see if that happens. But yes, I will see you on Friday, guys. Take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your week. Silver One, it's great to have you back home. So, yeah, speak to you soon, mate. Take it easy, everyone. Bye-bye.